right. So if you couldn't tell, the Champions League is here, it's back, and I don't care who's going to win it. It's probably going to be Real Madrid, isn't it? So who cares? What I'm here to do is to find out what the best kit is in the Champions League. So to do this, I have a process. You got to stay with me here. But there's 36 teams. 36 teams, yes, it's mental. This new format. It's a bit of a head. But anyway, there's 36 teams. I put them all into a random generator so I could get a bracket so that each team will play each other. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put each kit against each other one by one, eliminating each different kit on the way to a final where we will find the best kit in the Champions League. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, stay with me, you'll figure it out. Let's take a look at it. So here is this wonderful bracket I made. Thank you, I know it's amazing. And each kit is against each other, so let's get into it, shall we? This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for this, so let's jump straight in. Zooming in, we're going to start right here at the top. And yeah, because there's 36 teams, it's not the perfect bracket, so there's a few early, you know, what they called? Playoffs. There's a few playoffs to get into the actual bracket, and PSG and Sparta Prague have come up against each other here to get actually into the bracket. And I think this is a clear winner, just purely because I'm not a fan of this season's PSG kit. Unfortunately, I just don't like the kind of paint realistic effect on the stripe. It just doesn't do much for me. So Sparta Prague, even though it's just a basic template, they're winning. But that will probably be where their tournament ends, just because that Club Brugge shirt is just pretty stylish, isn't it? Like the bright blue and black colours, they've kept it really clean as well. You can't really go wrong with it. They're going through. Up next we got Juventus versus Lille, and this for me, there's only one winner. It's Juve, isn't it? I think Juve's kit is so clean this season. It's so nice, and obviously mixed with that weird moon pattern that they've got going on. I like it, and that's not to say Lille's kit is bad. I think they've got quite a nice design going on, but this just looks classier, doesn't it? No sponsor as well is a massive help. Shakhtar versus Monaco up next. I think it's a bit more of a tough one, but I think ultimately it's hard to look past the Kappa kit, isn't it? This Monaco Kappa kit, it oozes class, and that's what Monaco as a place is. It's a very classy place, so makes sense. The sponsor's a little bit big and does get in the way, but it does just pip it to the next round. Right up next, Benfica versus PSV. Again, similar reasons to the PSG shirt. I don't like the PSV shirt because of the paint pattern. It's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be paint, but you know how it looks like raw, graphic, kind of textured. Never like that on football kits personally. Just never works for me. So even though Benfica's kit's actually kind of boring, it wins here. Oh, we got another playoff. We got another playoff, and this one's a big one. Barcelona versus Atalanta. Come on, doesn't get bigger than that, does it? And for me, this is a tough one. Where do I land on this one? I've expressed how much I don't like the Barcelona kit. Just because I think it's a bit of a letdown for what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an anniversary kit, and then the Atalanta one's really clean, but the sponsors on it get in the way a little bit. But Atalanta wins that one. Barcelona didn't even make it through the playoffs, and then they come up against Bayern Munich, whose kit is nothing crazy or nothing special this season, but quite nice. They have 3 different shades of red to represent the trebles that they've won in their history. It looks like quite a dominant, imposing kit, doesn't it? So I think because of the lack of sponsor as well, I'll throw them through. Oh, next we got Arsenal versus Slovan Bratislava, and come on, this is an easy one. How are you going to have an Adidas kit with a Nike sponsor? I know it's not that, but come on, how are you going to do that? Come on, don't be silly now. That Arsenal kit as well is pretty clean this season, so they go through easily. Zagreb up against Brest here. This one's another easy one for me personally. I think Brest have unfortunately just got too many sponsors on their kit for me to even kind of acknowledge it. So, and that Dynamo Zagreb shirt is a bit quite fancy, isn't it? A bit quite fancy. That don't fucking make sense. And also because of the weird bracket, Real Madrid have come up against no one because they didn't. I don't know. It's so hard to explain. They didn't. They got a bye through. Of course it is Real Madrid. They go through. Nope, got that wrong. Yeah, for some reason, I just completely missed 2 teams. I missed Young Boys and Stuttgart. I don't know how I did it. I must just not have wrote them down. I don't understand. For some reason, the bracket has 2 teams missing, and I just thought that made sense. Such an idiot. But yeah, to be fair, they're probably not going to beat Real Madrid, are they? So it worked, but still, idiot. Over on the other side of the bracket, we've got a playoff between Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen, which is quite interesting, isn't it? But again, there's one winner. It's by a Leverkusen. I just don't like this Dortmund kit. I've expressed that. It's just, it falls so flat for me. And this Leverkusen kit's got a lot of history and like meaning inside of it. So they're an easy winner there. Which means they come up against Sporting, who they beat again straight away. It's pretty easy. It's mad actually to see Castor do so well, but like, I don't know, that Sporting kit, it's nothing special, is it? It's just hoops, different colours, I don't know. Strumgratz up against City, and again, another easy one. City's kit has that 0161 meaning. It looks relatively nice. It's not their best kit. I thought last season's was definitely better. But yeah, and that Strumgratz kits, it's just a template. I've seen that template on other kits. So yeah, and I think it's an old template as well, so City go through easily. Celtic versus Girona. This is probably one of the toughest ones we've had, because Celtic's kit is just a Celtic kit but executed perfectly. Nice green and white hoops, you can't complain. But Girona's kit, it's really, really nice. It's got this wavy pattern which is inspired by the badge, which is inspired by the flag and coat of arms, and also the rivers and stuff. It's got a few different meanings in there. It looks really nice. It's very vibrant. They're going to win this one. Feyenoord versus Red Star. Now, I think Feyenoord's kit is nice and clean, but Red Star's kit has a little bit more to it, because in the base there's like a nice loads of star patterns going on in the stripes, and there's something about it that I really like. The fact that the Gazprom sponsor takes up so much room is annoying. Like, I think I've said this in the past, but imagine if they, like, I know the G is quite tall, but if they brought the stripes down next to the G, I think it would be better. But anyway, it still beats Feyenoord. Our last playoff is Villa versus Leipzig or RB. See, this is a problem. See, I don't even know. That's a problem. See, it's Salzburg, it's not Leipzig, and that just says it all, doesn't it? I can't even tell you which one it is, because they all look so same. That's bad. That's not good for football kit and football in general. So Villa winners. And to be fair, Villa's kit is pretty special this season, isn't it? And then when Villa come up into the actual bracket, they come up against Inter Milan, whose shirt just isn't it for me this season. I like the fact that they've tried something new with the stripes. I think you've always got to try it with something new, but having the two contrasted, I don't know if it works. Maybe all zigzag would have been quite, I don't know. I'm no kit designer. I try to be, but I'm not. But I just don't like it. Villa's kit is quite special, so we'll go with that. Bologna versus Liverpool, easy money. Easy money. It's Bologna all day. Even though Bologna's kit is nowhere near as good as it was last time, Liverpool's is trash. So yeah. And here we go. This is like the battle of the shittest kit here, because you've got Leipzig, who I've already expressed looks too similar to the other ones, but Atletico Madrid's shirt this season is not good, man. It's so ass. I hate it. There's just too much going on. Too many stripes within stripes, too many colours, too many gradients. The collar's shite. So I actually have to put Leipzig through here. Madness. And like Madrid, Milan get a little buy-in, so they go through. So that's the first stage of the bracket done. It's only going to get harder from here though, because the kits are going to get better and better as we go along. So let's jump straight back into it. Bruges versus Juve, two striped kits, two very clean kits. Juve just take the penny pick. What's the fucking phrase? Juve go through because for a few reasons. One, I think this kit looks really clean, but two as well, that moon pattern on the base gives it that little bit of detail that Bruges doesn't have. Monaco versus Benfica, this one's pretty easy. I think Monaco's just is that touch classier than Benfica's. Benfica does just fall flat a little bit. Bayern Munich versus Arsenal, same as the Champions League last season. Munich are going to beat Arsenal, aren't they? Come on. I just think the Arsenal kit is nice, and I think it's very nice and clean, and the badge is nice, but the Bayern kit's got that bit more extra meaning, so yeah, they go through. And Zagreb versus Madrid. Now this is tough, because I feel like both kits are very similar in a way. They're both very clean, but they have base patterns that elevate them. So like it is actually tough, and it's tough as well to not look at Real Madrid and go, oh, it's Real Madrid, their kit's better because it's more iconic. And I feel that is harsh towards Dynamo, but in this case, I just do think Real Madrid's shirt has that little bit of prestige. It also has nice pattern that reflects into Madrid clothing as well. So they will go through. On the other side, we've got Leverkusen versus City. And again, I just think Leverkusen's kit, I prefer last season's kit, but this kit still has that meaning behind it, like in the base pattern with all its different intricacies. Like, it is just better. Like, City have only got the 0161 meaning in that collar, so yeah, I'm going to throw Leverkusen through. Girona versus Red Star, this one for me, easy again, Girona. I'm really a big fan of Girona's kit. This style, I don't know, the wavy thing, it's just so vibrant and bright. It's something, it kind of gives me 90s vibes, and that's probably why I like it, because it's such a, out there pattern. But yeah, they're going to do well. Villa versus Bologna, I think for me, this is tough. This is actually really tough. I think both, the thing I like about both kits is the fact that they're both, quite traditional, quite safe. So it's really hard to distinguish between these two. Don't know where I land on it. I think I'm going to put Bologna through. I just think maybe that sponsor just takes it that extra step further. Clutching at straws there, but, we got to do it. And finally, really easy. Do I have to say it? Milan beat fucking Leipzig here. Come on. Easy peasy. Right at the top, we got Juve versus Monaco, and I think, Juve just take it again, once again. I think they just outclassed Monaco. Just a slight touch here, but it definitely was close. And then you got Girona versus Leverkusen, and I think this is where Leverkusen's time comes to an end. I think Girona just pip it. And at the bottom half of the bracket, you've got Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. Huge clash here. And I think I like Madrid's kit just a little bit extra. I really like that bear-tooth pattern in the base. It's really cool. It really comes through really nicely. It's a really nice way of elevating this kit. And an all-Italian affair, Bologna versus Milan. This is where Milan take it that extra step further. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Right, semi-final time, crunch time now. And I've just realised as well, it's going to be an Adidas versus Puma final no matter what the outcome. But let's see what the outcome will be. Juve versus Madrid. Oh my God. What I like about these two kits is the same thing. It's the same thing. It's a classy looking kit, but with a little bit more in that pattern. So where do I draw the line between these kits? This is so difficult. I don't know if biasness is going to come into this, but this is all I've got. I like Juve more. I've been to a Juve game. Is that bad? I don't know. Juve, well done. They've got just a brilliant song when you go to the game. And Puma versus Puma, you got Girona versus Milan. Now, I think Milan's kit has had a hard time this season. I feel like not that many people actually like it. But when I look at this, I only see like those classy Milan kits of the like late 2000s, that 2011 one. I just see that. I think it's wicked. But for originality, for kind of newness, new kids on the block, I'm going to throw Girona into the final, which is mad. And now we have a decision to make. Oh my God. Juve versus Girona. Two of my favourite kits in the Champions League season, easily, just both are great. Adidas versus Puma as well, which is fun. And I've expressed why I love both of these kits now. It's just pulling out the finer details as to why I might choose one over the other. And I think, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it. Girona's kit wins, and I don't know if that's going to be universally agreed with. I love it, man. I really do. I think it's just new, it's fresh, it's funky, and in a world where a lot of kits have gone back to tradition, which is something I'm absolutely for, this kit does just stand out amongst the rest. The wavy pattern that's inspired by the coat of arms, it's got a lot. It's really bright, it's really vibrant, and Girona win. That's insane. I didn't actually predict that when I started this video. I really didn't. That's mad. So that's it. That's my Champions League bracket. Let me know what you think. You probably disagree with the outcome, but listen, let me know in the comments how you would have ranked this, maybe if you fancy it. Let me know. I can put this in the description so you can have a go yourself at doing the bracket. Yeah, get the conversation started in the comments below. And also let me know if you like this format, because if you did, I'll do it for some other stuff, because obviously it's fun to just rank into tier lists, but I thought I'd try something a little bit different here. So let me know what you thought. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you next week. See you in a bit.